in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Love now to pass on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their own 46.
Look at me. Go. 36. Hey, seam 6. He's checking.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. His throw incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Look at me, zipper.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Let's go one more. 44 to mark. 44. Check. Hey, Sam up. You got tight right there. Yes. 44. Hey, exit. 44. It's coming this way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Single. Check 43. Central West.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
8-3. 80 weapons. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, lock it. Rock it. Hey, check 24. Ready.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Keelan Cole, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Love escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
To number 80,
Jarvis Landry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
10.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, high 7. Hey. 52.
Here's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Love from the gun. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, the throw taken in by Cole. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Minshew. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Cleveland.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw now. Here's Love. Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow,
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Love, they go play action now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35-yard
line.
Throwing again. Love. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Tackled by
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Love going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on second down, Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Minshew throwing on third down. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, going to the air with Love. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
17. Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 20, Mike 6'6", pull it high. Let's get in there. Hey, lock it. Rush in. Kill. Bravo. Kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Rock it. Hey, Delta. Mike 20. Better bring it. You better bring it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
6-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought,